Good morning. Today is the second to last day I'm going to be, I think, at least for one of the issues, that I'll be walking blocks in Glendale. I've talked high level about like what it is that we're actually doing, but let's go a little deeper. Let's talk about like what's really happening here. So when we went into the pandemic, there was a stimulus relief package put out there with the intention that employers should retain their employees, right? That even if they had to send them home, the government's going to give you some money so that you can continue funding the payroll. And very promptly, many businesses laid off their workforces anyway, because there was no penalties for taking the money and then going ahead and laying off your employees anyway. There is some sort of massive investment in overdevelopment right now. This is what we're working on. Right now. These are the measures we're trying to get on the ballot. So a lot of people, when I knock on doors, they ask me, but why is the Hotel Workers Union concerned about new hotels or renovations or expansions or whatever? Because it seems like it would benefit us, right? It seems like it would benefit hotel workers if they expanded. No, it's not. They got like a ton of money. They did not retain their workers. 90% of the Unite Here workforce was laid off because of the pandemic. They have not been brought back to work. Okay, they haven't, because people are not traveling as much. They're not staying in hotels as much. So they're working on skeleton crew hotel staff at this point. They have not brought these people back to work. And when they bring them back to work, they have now overdeveloped to the point where they are doing it without providing parking for them. So they are parking in these communities, they're going to be parking in these communities, putting pressure on the communities, overcrowding these communities, and then hiking into work. That's an unreasonable condition. This is the thing that I'm finding, that most of the community of Glendale, when I'm walking blocks, are very concerned about this, because they used to live in a small town, and now it's like got high-rise luxury apartment buildings that aren't completely occupied because they can't rent out all the units, and more hotels are being built. There are also a lot of the Republicans are way on board with getting this measure onto the ballot, but they're also very concerned about the Granny Patty thing. So there's a bill moving forward. I think they said it was 1411. And they have, there could be mixed impact by that particular bill. So on the one hand, we need more affordable housing for people. But on the other hand, we're seeing these sleepy neighborhoods getting overcrowded with investors who are buying up properties, taking advantage of legislation like that, building granny patties, and then creating multiplex units in neighborhoods. And they don't want to see that happen either. So there has to be some balance to how this happens, because we need affordable housing. But at the same time, we can't have developers taking advantage of every little nook and cranny in the legislation to overbuild. And then the developers don't fucking care if the landlords can fill up their occupancy. They don't care. They care about getting that project and building it. They care about the money that they're going to get from actually building the project. Then it's up to the landlords to figure out how to, fill the occupancy on that. And then it's the pressure against the workers that they're not required to provide parking for them, and they have to hike into work. So where did that stimulus money go? It went into business, because we're still living in a world of trickle-down economics here in America, where they just give tons and tons of money away to but these are smart people. They know how to spend it in a way that's going to stimulate the economy. Oh, really? So then why is the occupancy so low? They're burdening these neighborhoods with overdevelopment. They're spending money just to spend money, just like my fucking HOA. Spending money just to spend money. Having landscaping in every single day of the week. Having pool services multiple times a week. That's spending money just to spend money. That's how Republicans are not fiscally fiscally conservative. They aren't. They spend as much money as fucking possible. They have never balanced a budget. They don't do, they're horrible. They waste our money, and where we could be spending to improve social services, to improve the quality of life for every American, they just waste money because they're throwing it out to rich bitches. So that's where we are. So yeah, part of what I'm walking for right now is the fact that they are overdeveloping neighborhoods on purpose because they have money and they have to spend it in order to be able to earn money from it. They have to be like, well, we're going to build this beautiful hotel. It's going to be great. Nobody said, we don't have... Tell me one person you know who wants to spend their luxury vacation in Glendale. Who the fuck wants to go to Glendale for a luxury vacation? That's where you want to go? Freaking Glendale.